Whangarei, I started a petition which calls on the Council to stop the rollout of 5G technology, which now has 660 supporters. I suffer from electro-hypersensitivity. I do not use wireless devices. If someone leaves a mobile phone on in my home at night, I may suffer from a variety of noises in my ears, muscle spasms, severe pains in my tummy, and insomnia, which stop as soon as the emitting devices are turned off. As Dr. Guy has indicated, I am not alone. The wireless technology that exists today is unsafe, and I have a very real fear that many people's homes will become uninhabitable if the far more powerful 5G technology is introduced. 5G uses a range of frequencies, some of which do not travel well. So the plans are to, so we're told, have cell antenna 150 metres apart in suburban areas on streets. So we're going to have cell antennas close to home. I'm concerned that there has been no response from our government to protect the public health, and think it is important for people to be aware that while we are being told 5G technology is safe by the government and articles in the mainstream media, what they don't tell you is that no health and safety testing has been done. The Ministry of Health is giving technology precedence over health. A few weeks ago, the Ministry of Health posted a fact sheet about 5G on its website that stated 5G transmitters are covered by the New Zealand Radio Frequency Field Exposure Standard, and the New Zealand exposure standard limits are recommended by the International Commission on Non-Ionising Radiation Protection, which I will refer to as ICNIR. It is important to be aware that the radio frequency field exposure standard that our government is using only protects against short-term immediate health effects such as shocks and burns and increased tissue temperatures. It is a bogus standard, as it does not protect against the long-term continuous effects that you may be exposed to if you live or work near a cell phone antenna or use radio frequency radiation emitting devices in your home, such as Wi-Fi modems, cordless phones, and so on. It will not protect against cancer, fatigue, insomnia, DNA damage, infertility, and a host of other symptoms associated with exposure to radio frequency radiation. Even before our government adopted this standard 20 years ago, Dr. Neil Cherry warned against it. It was in '98, calling it fatally flawed, as it failed to protect public health from known and potential actual health effects. 20 years later, and our government is still using this fatally flawed standard, which is regarded as obsolete and outdated by scientists working in this field. While the Ministry of Health fact sheet did not mention it, ICNIR, which recommends our exposure standard limits, is based in Germany. It is a private, non-governmental organisation, and many of its members have ties to industry. This creates a serious conflict of interest. ICNIR appears to exist to protect the industry. In contrast to ICNIR, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, which is the specialised cancer agency of the World Health Organization, has categorised radio frequency radiation emitted by cell phones and other wireless devices as a possible human carcinogen in 2011. Since 2011, prominent scientists, including Professor Leonard Hardell, he's found an increase in brain cancers in long-term cell phone users, and also Dr. Anthony Miller, an expert cancer researcher, have argued strongly that there is sufficient evidence for Class 1 human carcinogen classification. This would mean that radio frequency radiation emissions will be referred to as carcinogenic, and the public warned to avoid exposure to it. In using the standard recommended by ICNIR, it's considering current scientific knowledge which provides justification to support measures to reduce all exposures to radio frequency radiation, not increase them, which will occur with the introduction of 5G. There's a far better alternative, and that's fibre optic cabling, I ask that the Council please take a precautionary approach to 5G technology until proper health and safety testing has been done. We want a common sense approach, an open, independent and honest appraisal of the science and safe technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you for providing us with your transcript.